there everybody, so today let us make a drop shoulder bodice. So I'll be using my basic bodice pattern to make the bodice. So I'll just go on and copy and trace it on the pattern paper and then make some changes to make the new bodice. So I'll go on now and trace the shape of the bodice, and then one of the important lines that I must make sure that I mark is the chest line. Okay, so I'll make sure that I make dots where the chest line starts and where it ends horizontally, where the start and the end of the chest line, because I will use the chest line, just only the chest line. I will leave the bust line out. And also, as I'm tracing the shape, I'll just trace the neckline and the start and the end of the shoulder. I will leave the armhole out. I won't trace the armhole. Okay. And then after that, I'll go on and extend the length of my body. So from the highest point of the shoulder down to where I want the length to end. So I'll make it 55 centimeters. So I want it to be to fall around my hips. Okay, just 55 centimeters. Okay, now we are done with tracing. So I traced the shape. And then I made sure that I marked the horizontal chest line, and then I also marked the length of the bodice, the length that I want it to be. Okay, so now let us continue. So I'll go on and connect the dots of the chest line. Okay, so the start and the end of the chest line, go on and connect the dots. And then after that, we go on and mark the length line. Okay, so where we wanted the 55 centimeter line. Okay, and then after that, we close the sides. So the chest line here will be guided by the chest line. Okay, we just make a straight line where the chest line ends down to the length line. Okay. And now we need to close the upper part. Okay, so I'll just try and square this line. Okay, so I'll just use my square ruler and try and square the line so that I can take it from the chest line up now. Okay, so from the chest line up or from the shoulder down. Okay. Okay, and then we close this part, and then after that we go on and extend that shoulder line so that it goes and close this part. It goes and meets this line. Okay, you just keep the slanting as it is. Okay, so you just go on and follow the shape of the shoulder. And then after that, I'll go on and extend the shoulder line by 10 centimeters. Okay, so from the shoulder where it ends, and then I'll measure 10 centimeters and make a mark. So you can extend yours by 15 or 20 centimeters. I'll keep mine short. I'll keep it at 10 centimeters. And then here I'll go on and extend the chest line. So here I'll just minus a centimeter. I'll extend it by 9 centimeters. Okay, so it is 10 centimeters here, and then at the bottom is 9 centimeters. It's just for the shape of the sleeve. Otherwise, you can just make it 10, 10, 10, 10. You can make it the same. Okay, and then after that, we connect the dots. And then we go on at the bottom here. And then we do the same. We just connect the dots. And now here we are. This is how the bodice looks. So now what I'll do now, I'll take my tape measure and measure from the chest line down and measure 5 centimeters. And now from the 5 centimeter mark, I'm placing my tape measure horizontally to extend my bodice now by 3 centimeters. Okay, so from this 5 centimeter mark down, I will be extending my bodice by 3 centimeters. So you can extend it by 4 centimeters or so if you want it looser, but I'll extend mine by just 3 centimeters because I want it to be a little looser than it is now. Okay, so from the 5 centimeter mark I measured, you just put your tape measure horizontal as I'm doing, and then extend the bodice by 3 centimeters. And then after adding the 3 centimeters on the side, now we go on and shape the armhole. Okay, so I'll just take it from the underarm down to connect with the dots, with the 3 centimeter dots that I've just made. Okay. And now I'll go on and trim the underarm so that the curve is nice and flat.